Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 10 logo.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
Now.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Stick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, Delta.
31's the mic. I got it. 31's the mic. All day.
On third down, it's Stick. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check 13. Hey, ball.
That's mine.
Alert.
Mike 50. You don't want this.
Go.
50, Mike's 50. I got you.
Now Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike. Hey, 18. Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Aguilar has it. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
I'm coming after you. Back.
Move. Recon, 132 fighter. Move.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure.
Over battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
36. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
You better be ready. Alert. Switch. He's checking.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, ball.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Alpha.
That's what I do. Hey, Mike's 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Mike 50.
Hey, exit.
Let's put him on.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Nelson Agholor. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Room to run inside the 40. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A big gain on the play, but it's 3rd down.
Set up. 90 Wolf.
58 right there. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Smooth. Set up.
3rd down, they'll throw with stick. This is Johnson, he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
1st down, Detroit.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's make these babies cry all the way, man.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Let him know.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
45.
Stick from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
No.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run it with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
31. Hey, nice 7. Get it.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Alert!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. The Chicago first down, the former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out.
Hey, Echo. Watch the screw. Alert.
On first down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Let's go, you tighten up. Shit. Red, up. 50, Mike, 50. Don't get nervous.
Trubisky to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Trubisky's pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Motion! Hey, Zoo! 50 to Mike.
Now Trubisky on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. 36 yards on the play.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
So don't say nothing. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, D.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motive.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Another try after the first down sack. Stick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the toss, Cohen spinning past him. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the slack. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch. Red,
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have once again taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Lock in. Under 10. 80 weapon. 25. Hey, 18.
Now it's Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
18.
On second down, it's Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Trubisky will throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They run. This is Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustmts. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. He's moving, he's out.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On third down, Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd. He decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Man, I got you.
Hey, Wahoo! Defense.
First and 10, Stick. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
45 to Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
45. Mike, 45. Set the tone, defense.
Go.
Let's go. 45.
Get it.
Stick back to pass. To the right and complete to Galladay. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14, but it's now 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, it's Stick. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Hey, watch the slant.
5.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Stick looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This is Cohen. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Slay. Alert. Recon, 152 fighter. Mike 50. Watch the screen.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch safety creep. Watch Greystone travel. Safety creeping.
On 2nd down and 4. Stick. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Aaron Lynch make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
Hey, I 7.
Throwing on second and long. Stick. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On first down, Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, it's Johnson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Stick looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Stick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now what can Trubisky do here in overtime? Oh, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it?
Ready.
But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things.
Check.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He'll look to throw. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Red, you ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Charlie. Hey, watch it, watch it.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bears, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.